right, a little bit of Angelina Baker there. It's a new year, it's January 2025 right now, so we're talking about, I'm not big on resolutions because I kind of don't know if I can change anything. But it does make you think, and one thing, having a couple weeks off of Christmas, you start thinking a little differently. So, in terms of guitar playing now, a couple things I've been thinking about is getting away from trying to play fast. I spent a lot of time the last couple of years just experimenting with that. And I don't play fast, okay, but experimenting with how I might do that better. It's a thing. Everybody kind of does that. How could I play these eighth note lines quickly? And I found some things that sort of work, and I've enjoyed that. But the heart of my playing has never been speed. It's been tone. And so I kind of want to get back into that a little bit. Another thing that I've been thinking about is there's a piece I've been working on. It's actually Angelina Baker. And I got an arrangement I'm working on. And I've been dissatisfied with some portions of it. And I realized I've neglected a step that I've done on all my arrangements over the years, which is really spending a lot of time listening back. And there's some different reasons for that. One is I've got kids now, and so there's just not as much time to practice. And when I do practice, I'm practicing a lot of times on an electric guitar, unplugged early in the morning, and it's hard to record that. But I started recording myself again, and when I do this, I want to do this with the least amount of technology possible. So just record it on a telephone. It used to be literally a tape recorder, or then it was a voice machine I would record on, listen back. I don't want it to sound professional because then that gets in the way. I want it to sound kind of amateur because I just want to hear the notes back. And when I listen back, I go find something to do that's not sitting there focused on every note. I listen back, when I'm washing dishes or something, because I want the errors to be glaring. I want the good stuff to catch me. I want to see what is the listening experience for the average listener gonna be. They don't sit and focus on every note, but where am I bored? Where do I really notice mistakes? Am I making the same mistakes every time? Is there something I thought was really cool and it ends up not working? Is there something I thought was lame and it ends up being okay? All these things you find out through listening, and the listening experience in the moment is different than the listening experience later. Okay? Get a little time between it. You listen back. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe that's a new idea. So there's just a lot of good things that can happen with that. So I found some holes, and I'm going to keep doing this, is keep playing into that tape machine, or it's a little digital recorder now, but keep playing into that recorder and listening back and seeing what else I hear. And I think it's going to help me tighten up my arrangement. I think it's going to help me finish my arrangement. And then I've got one practice tip, something I started doing a little bit again. I'm the kind of practicer that is a little bit random in my approach. Meaning, I like to jump and over here and over here and over here and over here, and that's just kind of how I am as a personality. So that's okay, I can lean into that, but I need a little bit of discipline to make any progress. So what I've found is if I set a timer and work on that thing I'm working on for that amount of time, that helps me not do that thing for an hour. That helps me to just say, here's 3 minutes on this thing, 5 minutes. And then if I want to do it again, I'll set the timer again. And that helps kind of keep me grounded. And I can still, the next 5 minutes, I may do something completely different, but that helps keep me grounded. So one thing I've been working on a little bit is rhythm and cross picking. And so I've just been setting the timer for 3 minutes and playing the rhythm every morning. Get the blood flowing. I don't know if we talk about this enough, but when you're playing guitar, this is an athletic thing. There's a physicality to this, to play acoustic guitar. And I want there to be a physicality. I want blood moving. I want my arm snapping. So I've been just slowly focused on snapping the hand on that rhythm stroke. That may not be needed for every playing situation, but I want the feeling of the rhythm in my hand. And so to me it's not the speed of the rhythm, but I want the quickness through the playing of the strings. Because I want, if you do it right to my ears, I'm not an expert, okay? Somebody else is an expert. But to my ears, it's like a breath. I want that to go. So even if the rhythm's slow, I want to snap. Now I can always not do that and just be relaxed. And that's good too. But I want to train that hand to get that snap in there. And it'll be there fast if I need it. That's kind of what I've been working on, and then doing some cross picking. Okay, so those are some ideas. So I will play you a little bit more of my unfinished arrangement of Angelina Baker. I teach lessons in classes all the time. If you need a teacher to help you through what you're working on, I'd love to have a shot at that. Visit andyslessons.com, and we'll talk soon. Angelina Baker.